Today I want to tell you a story about my grandma. To do that, I'm going to have to tell you a little bit of backstory. Me and my grandma had a lot of time together, and we used to do a lot of things, but a lot of that time was used doing chores. We would do the laundry, we would sweep the floor, we would, technically cooking's a chore, right? We would do the things that you need to do to live. Now, it's not like we did chores every night. A lot of the nights we just sat up and watched TV. We'd be playing stuff like 500 Rummy was her favorite card game. I usually had the Xbox out, but we switched back and forth. She liked watching me play Minecraft, but Call of Duty was a little bit too much turning. um, she smoked Winston Light 100s and drank Milwaukee's Best Light. My grandma knew that I like stuffed animals, so she gave me the Steelers bear up here. That's why he's hanging out. And yeah, that was me and my grandma. I started hanging out with my grandma again a lot at about 16 when I was learning to drive. She actually couldn't drive anymore, so she needed someone to help her, and I had my license, so I was getting really good at just driving 25 because grandma didn't like going over the speed limit. So basically, my habits are from whenever grandma was in the car, and I still drive like a grandma. I think to this day, I've done most of my driving with grandma. So we'd be cruising around the town, getting her Milwaukee's Best Light and Winston 100s at about 25 on the back roads, doing our laundry and taking care of the chores business. She'd get her hair done, I'd go to the comic shop, stuff like that. That was our routine. But something broke our routine. There was this one night, my grandma was a night owl, so we were doing most of these things after 10 o'clock. She would stay up all night, pretty much till 4 a.m., and I would try to stay up with her, which it's fitting because it is 4 a.m. right now. This is around when grandma would be turning in, going to sleep. What I wanted to talk about today was one of the times when we went to the laundromat. This would have been around 11 o'clock. It was a 24-hour laundromat. I know it was 11 o'clock because normally we would go to the beer distributor at the time. It's, all the chores. We would do the laundromat and the beer distributor and then go back, switch over the laundry, hang out for a little bit, finish it up. Yeah, tonight, couldn't go to the beer distributor. We had to go down to Sheets because the beer distributor closes at 11. So 11 o'clock, we're doing laundry. We head down Sheets. It's a little bit farther. It's out the way. If you don't know what a Sheets is, I gotta give you the backstory for that. Around, I don't know if they're in Ohio, Pittsburgh area, Pennsylvania, all that shit. We got Sheets, which is this gas station where they're open 24/7. Me and my grandma make it down to the Sheets, and at this time I am not 21, so I cannot get the beer for her. She has to walk in with me, but she can't pick up the case of beer, so I have to get it for her. So we walk in together. I go into the cooler. I pick up her case because I know what it is. She's right next to me the whole time. We both walk up to the counter. Guess what the guy says? ID. Yeah, no big deal. Grandma gets out her ID. I'm standing there. ID for both of you. No, I'm sorry. This is for my grandma. I still need your ID. I'm not drinking it. It's for my This is actually my grandma. Like, she's not some stranger I picked up outside. You could see the camera. She drove in with me. Like, doesn't matter. This is a store policy. You brought the beer up, so we need both your IDs. Um, what if we come back later? What if my grandma comes back in on her own? Doesn't matter. I saw you tonight together, so now she can't buy beer here. All right. All right, cool. Deny me and my grandmother. She just wants her addiction anyway. It's not good for her. We turn around. My grandma's pissed. I'm honestly pissed too. We go back to do the rest of our laundry, and I'm still thinking about it like 2 years later. Yeah, store policies that are bullshit just to protect us. I cannot get over it because things like that, that's not the first time that happened to me. I want you to picture this. At the time, I'm not 21, but I was over 18. My grandma used to have me run into those stores to pick up cigarettes for her. It was right when I turned 18, like 2 months after I turned 18, and then I think December, they raised the limit so it turned 21 to get cigarettes. I didn't even smoke, but I went to get my grandma cigarettes and I couldn't do it anymore because of the limit being raised. My dad used to get sent down to the store with a note so he could pick up cigarettes, and like my grandma and me show up. You can see it's my grandmother. You know, that lady is not about to buy beer for a stranger on the street. And you might not be like, oh, you don't know her personally, but come on, man. Can we not have a little bit of common sense and human decency in the middle of these situations? The camera did not scan my grandmother and make that man unable to sell us beer. It was literally just because he had to follow store policy. Can't lose your job. And I want to respect that. But what I can't respect is the logic was my grandma was supposed to go up to a store employee and get them to get the beer first when she has me, an able bodied, over 18-year-old, to do it. I, it's just illogical. And like I said, I'm still thinking about it years later. I'm up at a time when my grandma was up thinking about her. And man, I think she'd still be upset about it too. So I wanted to share it with you. I really hope you got something out of this, at least a laugh. I don't know. I kind of like sneaking a takeaway into my videos. So for this one, I want to say do chores for your loved ones. Take care of business, whatever it be. Taking out the trash, just doing their laundry, like folding it when it's in there. That's the type of thing you can pick up and really feel proud of because that's time on this planet that they won't get back. Like, think about it like this. My friend's grandma, not mine. I would go over to the house. She'd always say hi to me. She'd always be nice, and she'd let us eat the food that she got in the fridge. So, in return, I'd do the dishes. You know, she does something nice for me, I do something nice for her. But picture this. If she had to do her own dishes, would it have felt good? No. I felt good paying her back. But when she has to do a chore for herself, it's kind of just like, doing a chore. If you pick up chores for your family, you get to feel good. You get to feel proud. Like, I just helped someone I love. But when they have to do it for themselves, it's just a chore. It's just a task. Make life more fun. You are literally generating more joy whenever you decide to do a chore because you get to take pride in it. They just get to feel like, eh. Now, one day I'll tell my grandma's whole story, but this was really just me reminiscing on a couple memories. I was just thinking about it tonight and I was like, yeah, that'd make a great story. Because I really love it. I like thinking about it still, and I assume that means someone can get something from it. I don't know. You get to decide that. I only decided to post it. Now, I know I could talk about my grandma for hours, but if you want to hear my grandma talk, you could go down in the link on Patreon. It only costs $1 if you sign up for the monthly whatever the fuck thing. It will give you access to the audio conversation with me and my grandma. I'm trying to do this because I'm going to put it up on the screen so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. This is what it will look like. You can just click it into the description. Only $1. I really do appreciate you listening to me. Peace, love, I'm out.